Hey, welcome to the Diary of a Crappy Catholic podcast. Man, that's hard to say. My name is Mark Kwasny, and this is my first time doing a podcast or YouTube of any kind. And I just want to make sure it's not another Catholic podcast. I mean, you probably, if you've looked online, you've seen all kind of Catholic podcasts from theologians and bishops and priests and really smart people. And I don't know, not sure where I stand with all that. So I'm just letting you know. Hopefully, this is something a little different because I'm just a a Catholic who's trying to be more Catholic in a world that isn't Catholic. Okay, that's a lot to think about. But honestly, if you look around, there's so much going on in the world today where just, I don't know, people just aren't being that nice to each other. And I'm calling myself a crappy Catholic because every day when I get up, I think I'm going to do a lot better. And then by the end of the day, it's like, what the heck happened? So if you're trying to be a Catholic, this is the place for you because you can come along and struggle with me. Now, that said, I'm not a theologian. I don't have all the answers, but there's a lot of things we can look up. There's a lot of things we can discover together. There's a lot of things we can figure out. So if you want to be a better Catholic, then let's do that. If you're not Catholic, that's fine too. That's cool. But come along and just this journey is pretty cool when you think about it. I mean, hopefully there's more to this life than just waking up and then, living your day and then dying. And as a Catholic, I believe there is much more, right? There's heaven, hell. For us, there's purgatory. We'll talk about that later. But hopefully you'll come along and just, go on this journey and hopefully we'll have some fun. And if you're the one or two people who may be listening to this, put something in the comments and, just be nice. For goodness sakes, be nice. I mean, and don't use the tired old arguments, cliche stuff either. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And I will say that my biggest fear for doing this whole thing is that I'm going to come across as preachy. I don't mean to, but there's some things that I know that the Catholic Church teaches that are, there is right and there is wrong. So I know some people that sounds preachy. It's like, well, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying this is what the Catholic Church teaches the best I know it. And if you're out there and you know better, please fraternally correct me. That'd be awesome. But there's a way to live life, I think, that's better than what a lot of us are doing. There's so many people who are on antidepressants and they're on kind of drugs and their lives are just a mess and a shamble. And they're just looking for purpose in life. And to me, that is the Catholic faith. Because as the Catechism teaches, it's like, what is our purpose on earth? It's to know, love, and serve God in this life, to be with him forever in the next, be happy with him forever in the next. So there's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of things to be excited about. So let's get excited together, and I hope you will with me. And to that end, I think when I'm doing this whole podcast and video stuff, it's purely selfish. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of Catholics, who, when you talk to them about Catholic things, like all of a sudden you're not even on the same team. It's like, what do you mean? So I've got up here on my screen here, it's from the Pew Research Center. And the headline says, just 1/3 of U.S. Catholics agree with their church that the Eucharist is the body and blood of Christ. Right? That is a basic teaching of being Catholic. You believe that the Eucharist, when the priest says the prayers of consecration, the bread, the wafer, becomes the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ. Okay, that's what we believe. And there's Catholics, according to this, 1/3. So there's 52 million Catholics, they said, in the country, and only 1/3 of them believe that? And then how few even go to Mass? Well, why would you go to Mass if you don't even believe what the church believes about this? So I'm not berating you, except to say that if you're going to be on Team Catholic, be on Team Catholic, right? So if you're one of these football fanatics, like it's NFL Sunday and it's the big game, and all the teams come out in the field, they're getting ready for the game, and all of a sudden you go out there with a pair of golf spikes and you're wearing like hockey padding and you've got like a lacrosse stick and you're wearing a baseball cap, right? And you go out there, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to get booed off the field first. I mean, the fans aren't going to put up with that. But being on that team, the team says you're going to wear a football helmet, you're going to wear football pads, jersey. There's certain things you have to do. There's rules you have to play the game by, right? You can't just take the football and go running to the other end of the field and say, hey, I got a touchdown for my team, or I got 2 points, or hey, I just scored a basket, right? People think you're nuts because you're wearing, you say you're on the certain team and you're doing so many things that aren't even part of that team. So that's all I'm saying. If you're going to be on Team Catholic, be on Team Catholic. And the first thing you need to do is understand what it means to be on Team Catholic. So that's all I want to do, is just discover and go along and look at stuff. And there's a lot of people who don't want you to be Catholic. There's good, bad, there's the devil, there's angels, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a heck of a journey, and I want to go on it with you, and I hope you'll come along with me. And again, if you have comments, put something in the comments. Be nice, and let's figure out where this journey is going to take us. So with that said, BAML, that's my first one.